Do any of you have random songs that pop up in your head so that you know what kind of mood you're in? I don't know if I'm the only one, but I noticed this, I think when I was like, I think 13 maybe. I don't know, but when I'm in a good mood or a better mood, I don't know if y'all remember this song because one, I don't know how old you are, but if you watched Hey Arnold, there was this song that went, um, see, it's like playing in my head now. Now I can't even think of the words. Oh, I remember now. They seem to say we were sailing along. There you go. On Moonlight Bay. If you sing a Moonlight song on Moonlight Bay. Something like that, right? So I'm in the shower. I just got out of the shower, by the way. And it's like 8 a.m. right now. It's really early. And that song came into my head because I like the video that I was listening to. I was just thinking, wow, that's weird. I haven't heard that song in my head in a long time, if not all year. Like I have been very, very, very depressed all year. Like I can't even hide it anymore at this point. It's just like I just really gotta get the hell out of here. That's really where my head is at. I'm like, I have to get out of here. Anyways, so I was thinking about how I had a video filmed already and I did a mask and I didn't post it because I accidentally deleted it like an idiot. I thought that I already edited it, but I actually deleted it before I even got it up onto my computer. So anyways, I said that I was gonna start reading comments on video and answering them live because I feel like it's so much more. I don't know. I just feel like it's better to do that than just to comment. At least on this channel, I want to do that. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So Jennifer, you're up first because I am late. This was like 3 weeks ago that I said I was going to do this. So it was on the video that I was talking about fatal and insidious symptoms of bipolar 1. And I didn't even know that you even was in the same boat as me, to be honest with you. So that was interesting to read. Jennifer says, at times I feel trapped in my own mind. It's like I know what's right, but the impulse has me do something else. Exactly. I don't know how to control it. Girl, let me tell you something. Neither do and I've been really good at controlling it, but ever since I broke my celibacy last year, that screwed me. Like, I just came across somebody that just completely, like, just changed my mind. And I was just like, you know what? I like you. I don't know why I like you, but I like you. Let's do this. Let's do it. Fuck it. I'm gonna regret it, but let's do this. You know what I mean? Like I totally messed up. And it was an impulse thing. And I remember I even said it the next day. I was like, man, I knew I shouldn't have done that. But I don't know, something in me was just like, I could feel the energy and it was just like, I need to be with this energy right now. Anyways, I recently got engaged, and even that, I feel like I'm not worthy of it. That's crazy that you say that because I feel that that's how I'm gonna feel. Because that's how I felt when I was first engaged for the first time. Like when I had my first fiance, whatever you wanna call it, I remember feeling like this is as good as it's gonna get. I remember feeling like I'm never gonna find anybody else that's gonna do this for me. And it was such a crazy feeling because back then I remember I instantly started like allowing things to happen that I shouldn't have allowed to happen just because I had this like title of like, oh my God, like we're really taking this to another level. You know what I mean? But looking back, if anything, it was like the dangling carrot that just made me like be blind to everything else that was going on. But I'm sure you're not in a situation like that. But I do think that the worthiness of how you feel has everything to do with you and nothing to do with the other person. So I get it, girl. I get it. It's unfortunate. Where was I at? Okay. Or at fear with sharing how I'm thinking. Oh, so you don't tell him? I wouldn't. I'm gonna be honest with you. I wouldn't. Like, I remember, I think it was last year, I was talking to this girl who has been with her man for like years. Like, they're like husband and wife. And we were talking about this book that her therapist recommended her to read because the way she was feeling was not his fault. It had everything to do with her own mind and her own perception. And anyways, so when I was talking to her, it made me realize that there are certain things that yes, you want to share with your significant other, but at the same time, it's like you don't want to damper, whatever their perception is, right? Because what if their perception is like, oh my gosh, this is great, like I love this person, blah blah blah, which is normally factual, at least in my experience, just because most people with bipolar disorder or any sort of mental illness, you have to know that person for a long time to really see them go through it and see them get out of it and go through it and get out of it and go through it. And there's some people that are gonna stick with you through that, and there's some people that are gonna be like, oh yeah, I used to know so and so, and yeah, we're not friends anymore, like whatever, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like there's some people that just choose to detach. It could be on either side. And I don't really think that that's like a wrong way of doing things. I think it just depends on that person. So I always find that women that find somebody who completely accepts them for who they are extremely lucky, because I feel like that's damn near one in a million. It's very hard to find people that will just accept you regardless, you know? But yeah, I don't know. If it was me, I wouldn't tell him. But I know that there's some people that would be like, no, you have to tell your husband everything. But I don't know. I just feel like there are certain experiences that I've had where I've shared things and I've seen me sharing those things come back tenfold and not in a good way. So, for example, once my ex really knew everything about me, I didn't think that it was a problem until we got into an argument. And then when we got into this argument, the cops came and I overheard him saying something along the lines of like, I'll be fine, she's a black woman, something like that. And the cops were obviously racist and white, and he took that to his advantage. And I'm not surprised that he did, because honestly, he had and was doing things that he could have easily went to jail for, but I just didn't say anything because, again, it was like four white men against just me, you know what I mean? So besides the damn point, let's not relive the trauma. But I remember that moment when I was leaving. I just thought in my head, like, and this is exactly why I don't trust people. This is exactly why at the end of the day, nobody is really there for you. Like, it's just, that's just what my experience has been. I'm sure there's other people that experience something completely different where they can actually change their perception of the world. But for me, it's very much that. And I don't think I'm ever going to get to a point where I don't see it that way. I'm just not. Until somebody proves to me that they are not that way, I'm just never going to assume that they are a good person. It's just like, I can't do that. I would love to, though. I remember being that free spirited and just in love with the world. And now I'm just like, okay, what do you want from me? That's like my first question for every single person. What do you want from me? Just let me know now so that I can know if I can even deliver it to you, because literally that's all humans want, is just something from somebody else. It sucks, but hey, call me pessimistic if you want to. Anyways, back to your comment. But I'm in fear that if I completely tell him how I'm thinking, he will not love me. Yeah. And I still feel like that with everybody, with every single person. It doesn't even matter if it's like a man, a woman, a friend. I feel that way with every single person. So I get that. It's unfortunate, but I don't know. I feel like if you're talking about this with your therapist, then you can maybe ask your therapist if maybe couple therapy could work. But at the same time, I think that would have to be also on his side. Like, would he want that? I don't know. Maybe not. I think it depends. My dad was actually telling me a story about a guy that just would not go to therapy with his wife. Like, he just wouldn't do it. He was just like, no, I'd rather give her $10,000 a week than go to therapy. Craziness. But anyways, your videos help me because it makes me see that I am not alone. You're absolutely not alone. Let me tell you something. If anything, I commend the women that hide and shield their disorders. Like, every time I come across one of y'all, I'm just like, y'all are the GOAT, because let me tell you, I'm never gonna do it. I'm never gonna do it. And what's interesting is I know I'm gonna be alone because of it. And there's some people that are terrified of that. Like, they're like, well, I don't want people to see my disorder, and I don't want people to see who I really am, because they're like, I'm gonna be alone. Like, no one's gonna want to be with me. And I'm not gonna lie, like, very fair assessment. I do feel that way, and I do think that it is factual. I don't think that there's ever gonna be somebody to come into my life and be like, oh, well, I don't care if you have this disorder, I still love you, I still want to be with you. As, again, pessimistic as it sounds, that's just how I feel. I don't think I'm ever gonna change that. And that's actually another video I was thinking about doing. I don't know if I'm going to do it though, but I'm thinking about it because I am thinking about getting the surgery, but I want to wait until I get the consultation. But there are some people that were just automatically like, why would you want to do that? But I want to get my tubes tied. Even though I'm celibate and I don't have sex and I'm not on birth control, I want to get my tubes tied just because I feel like if I'm just like walking around and I'm like, oh, I can't have kids anyway, it'll just be a lot easier for me to get through the day. So yeah, if I go to the consultation, I'll definitely do a video on it. So let's see here. Crazy part is, since my mind has been feeling a lot more overwhelmed, I see angel numbers everywhere. Girl, let me get me started. You know what I hate the most about angel numbers is the other end, which you just said. When I start feeling overwhelmed, some people say when I feel more connected. Some people say when I'm not on my meds. Like there's always like something pertaining to it. And for me, it's never been like that for me. It's just always been. So now that I hear other people talk about angel numbers, I'm like, oh my gosh, like, am I overwhelmed? Am I stressed right now? Is that why I'm seeing it? But yeah, the threes. Yesterday I saw 333. Like looking at my phone, it was just the time. Then I saw 333 at the gas station. Then I saw 333 on a license plate. And then it just got to a point where I was just like, okay, I'm tired. I'm tired. Meaning there's days where it makes me excited, and then there's days where I'm just like, okay, like what does this mean? I get frustrated because it's just another thing in my way of reality, if that makes sense. But yeah, girl, I see them all the time. 333, 111, 222, 321. It doesn't even matter. I even see like 76, 76, 46, 46. Like I see double numbers all the fucking time. Anyways, and that's really been my motivation to still be here. Oh, the angel numbers have been keeping you like feeling like, oh, I'm a part of something. Interesting. I feel like that sometimes, but now I feel like I'm in a place of like anticipation. Like I'm like, what is gonna happen? What is gonna happen? Especially when I see 222. I get it. Does it change for you? Is it motivation for you sometimes and then not motivation for you sometimes? Because for me, I feel like it changes. It just depends on the day. Anyways, I tell myself it's my mom continuing to protect me and telling me not to give up. If that's what you think it is, Jennifer, then it probably is. Because I don't know what I think it is because it changes. Sometimes I think it's God. Sometimes I think it's like somebody that I've known that passed over that's like keeping me, alive, alert. I don't know what word to use. It's keeping me alive is a strong one. I don't want to say anybody's doing that because that's a hard thing to do there. That's a hard thing, trial that I try every day. Or I just think it's like an angel maybe. Actually, no, it depends on what I'm thinking about in the moment. I think that's one thing you should do is try to think about what you were thinking about before you saw the number. Every time I do that, especially this year, I'm typically thinking about the exact same thing, or I should say the exact same person, but it doesn't catapult me into action. It doesn't catapult me into wanting to do something about it. If anything, I just let the thought pass by and I just keep it pushing. And I think there's going to be a day that I'm on my deathbed and I look back at this moment and I'm going to regret not doing something. Anyways, thank you so much for the comment, Jennifer. I don't know if we should do 2 comments a video, 1 comment a video. I think maybe we should just start with 1 comment a video. And let me know. I am going to do a video on bipolar disorder and friendships. So that's coming soon. I'm definitely not doing like research on a lot of these things. It's just really experience based. But I really did want to make sure that I threw that out there just because I feel like it's kind of one of those situations that people, I don't know, don't like talking about. And for me, I would rather talk about it because I feel like I've seen my disorder destroy so many relationships, friendships, like over and over and over again. And now I'm in a place where I'm just like, I would rather not affect people by just knowing me. And it's so sad to say that, but it's just like, I would rather you not even be close to me because at some point you're not even gonna be able to handle whatever episode I'm going through. And I don't feel like trying to make you understand that or want to get that, I don't know. It just makes it so much easier to keep to yourself. Anyways, I will see y'all in the next video. Let me know your thoughts on this video. I will do another one like this, which will probably be going over celibacy. I cannot believe I'm still celibate, you guys. Like, wowzers. And my birthday's coming up and I have no plans of breaking my celibacy, which is crazy. Like, that's crazy. Last year, I definitely had plans of breaking it. This year, I don't have any plans of breaking it at all. I don't have a roster. I don't have nothing. I don't have nobody. I'm literally like, leave me alone. On all platforms. I do not want you. I only want a really solid friend at this moment. A solid friend. Preferably one that doesn't have a vagina. Hilarious, but you know, I just do not want to deal with the fakeness of people acting like they like people. It's so sad. Don't act like you like people, bro. If you don't like somebody, just say you don't like them. Oh, we live in a world where everybody just acts like they like people now. It's so weird. I'm like, what's wrong with you? You can't like everybody, bro. Get a freaking life, boys. Like, anyways. I'm gonna continue doing my eyebrows. I will see y'all in the next one. Let me know your thoughts on this video. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And let me know if you like these videos, because I really want to do more question and answer videos. I just feel like they're more intimate. I think that's good as it's gonna get. I feel like I wax these eyebrows every effing week and they still don't come out the way I want them to. It's ridiculous. It's just pathetic. Putting out the coupe in the lot, 12 for a squat, busting all the bells out the box, hit the lick with the box.